Hello friends, Editing LC here. So going into this video, I had no idea that I'd be diving into the topics that I end up diving into. So I wanted to quickly mention what emotional intelligence is and what makes me an expert on it. So emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the ability to understand and manage your emotions and the emotions of others. I've been certified in the EQI 2.0 model of emotional intelligence since 2019. And in that time, I've worked with thousands of people to help them improve their EQ through keynote addresses, full day courses, one-on-one coaching, and I also have an associate certified coach designation from the International Coaching Federation. Okay, on to the video. Hello, my lovely, beautiful Claire Bears. It's LC. Welcome to my channel. If you are new and if you're returning, welcome back. I feel like one of these days I should try a Felix greeting, see how low I can go. Welcome back. Friends, I am so excited to be reacting to the latest comeback from Stray Kids, which is Rockstar, especially so soon after 5-star. I feel like Stay has just been so blessed this year, where there will be two parts to this album reaction because JYP, for whatever reason, does not like an entire album's worth of songs being in one video. But let's get to today's reaction. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel. For today's beverage of the day, I have a calamansi citrus and strawberry sparkling water, which seemed like a very interesting flavor to me. It would help if I didn't spill all over myself. And no alcohol for me today, even though it is good for motivation, because I have COVID. Took a rapid test on Tuesday and it was positive within like 3 minutes. And today was the first day that I didn't feel like I had been hit by a freight train after just going up the stairs. So today was the day to record this video. So let's get right to it with the Rockstar Prologue. So according to a Teen Vogue article, the Chinese character in the title of Rockstar translates to joyful or music in English, depending on how it's pronounced. In Korean, it can be read as both rock and joy, making the phrase Rockstar and its lead single a clever play on words. I feel like you can always rely on Stray Kids for some clever wordplay. So I'm curious if we're gonna get like an edgier vibe to this album, and if there are going to be more like rock songs to it, kind of like The Sound, their Japanese album, which I quite enjoyed, and I actually probably would say that I enjoyed it more than 5-star. But let's watch the prologue video.
It's almost time for the concert, yet this child is still sleeping. Should we?
It's funny because his voice is somehow both so soothing and yet was so jarring at the same time. I feel like he would need to have his own like ASMR channel or something.
Wake him up. It seems like he's deep in the sweetest dream. Now, will this beautiful dream continue forever?
They do look like a dream, honestly.
But
also, The Dark Knight.
Oh, it looks like we're getting closer to showtime. How will the child's concert end?
The emotions within me will begin to rouse. I get so angry.
Ooh.
When things don't go my way. What should I do?
It's like a rap narration.
Anger can sometimes turn into anxiety.
Oh my gosh.
But there's no need to be afraid of it.
Because the anxiety is something we create ourselves.
Is Bangchan in his
We
villain
believe
era?
that you'll do great if you can go beyond these emotions and enjoy those moments.
Of course. It won't be easy at all.
Look, the children are coming on stage.
Let's show them how we rock!
Oh my gosh. That was both somehow so fun and yet so terrifying, which I feel like is a good way to describe the Joker as a villain more broadly. Obviously very messed up, but also like you kind of enjoy the ride. And that juxtaposition between Felix's voice and Chan's voice was really smart in terms of there being like a narrator and then an almost like inner voice for the child and the different like emotions that he's experiencing. The emotions within me will begin to rouse. I get so angry when things don't go my way. What should I do? That anger can sometimes turn into anxiety, but there's no need to be too afraid of it because the anxiety is something we create ourselves. We believe that you will do great if you can go beyond these emotions and enjoy those moments. So it's almost like you are entirely in control of your own emotions and your own reactions to things, the anxiety, the dread before you're about to go on stage and perform. And it's really interesting because taking off my K-pop YouTube reaction hat for just a moment and putting on my emotional intelligence instructor hat, controlling your emotions and harnessing your emotions and constructively expressing your emotions is a skill, is something that anyone can develop, that anyone can work on. And if you have mental health struggles like say anxiety, it might make things more difficult, but by no means is it something that you can't overcome. So it makes me happy that Stray Kids are encouraging that and encouraging seeing it as something that you control, those emotions that might sometimes feel out of control and like they're controlling you. And I suppose one more thing before I move on, if that subject of emotional intelligence interests you, is a lot of times people will ask me, okay, well, if I want to work on better controlling my emotions, what should I do? It's obviously a long and very difficult process, but one of the starting points that I often tell people is if you can name it, you can tame it. So here, this is really good because they named multiple different emotions that were being experienced. And when you're able to name an emotion that you're experiencing and kind of pinpoint it, it can really help in terms of controlling it. And, recognizing the signs of when it's coming on, being aware of how it reflects itself in your body, your behavior in terms of your thoughts, what tends to trigger those emotions. Because when you have that rock solid understanding of what those emotions are and where they're coming from, it can make it easier to say, okay, well then how do I address this? How do I control it in the future when this happens? But yeah, I did not think that I would have this much to say about a 1 minute and 20-second clip. But now I'm super curious to see how these themes come up across the album of, your emotions and being in control of them and not letting them control you. All right, let's get into our very first track now after that discussion I did not think we were going to be having today, which is Megaverse. So how we're going to start with this is I'm going to react to the Megaverse Unveil video, which at this time we don't have a music video for it, but I assume pretty much always whenever there's an unveil, there's a music video that goes along with it. And then after that, I'm going to be reacting to the stage video performance that they did. So here, Megaverse, lyrics by Sriracha, composed by Sriracha and Versa Choi, and then arrangers Versa Choi and Bang Chan. It is an understated yet cohesive song with a simple rhythm and strong bass sound. With Stray Kids' intense lyrics, you can feel the meaning of mega-sized bulls and colorful and unique worldview at once. Please enjoy our unique Megaverse, complete with tempo shifts and voices swaying left and right. Ooh. So I wonder if this is going to be like a tortoise and the hare type of situation. I don't know, but let's get started with Megaverse. I love a good ponytail Hyunjin. Who's this?
Run along with the gods, jumping between every verse, the multiverse, and ready for our universe. First, second, third,
What?
fourth, we're breaking them all, unbeatable score. Our composition brings a competition, but we've already won in this Megaverse.
Oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. Oh. Huh. Maybe this is more like Hall of Fame-y. That hey was so impactful. Oh my goodness. I am so excited for the full version of this. A hot Megaverse. But yeah, holy cow, is there a lot to unpack in that short video. First of all, Felix and his collarbones with the 1, 2, 3 run along with the gods. I love all the French that they've broken out over the years. It makes my French Canadian heart very happy. Jump between every verse. The multiverse ain't ready for our universe. Like, I know there's just always so much wordplay that you can enjoy and appreciate in Stray Kids' music, but I feel like it's just, as an Anglophone, I can enjoy the English wordplay a little bit more, even though I always try to appreciate and learn the different, wordplay for their Korean songs. And this line from IN was really interesting. Hey, we act the way we think, the way we feel. Listen and do the same. We make it real. Of just like, you know, we keep it real. What you see is what you get. And I think fans crave that like authenticity from a group, you know, and they really, like, they don't need to say it for me to know it, because you can just tell that they are who they say they are, you know, and just the like absolute power that they hold. They just like really do it every single time, don't they? And now it makes me think like I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this performance. And I know it's just gonna make me wish more than anything that I could see them live, because I still have not been able to, even though, you know, I've only been like stay for 2 years now. So my time will come, I believe. So let's now listen to the full version and watch the performance for Megaverse. The camera was just shaking. It was quaking in anticipation. Ooh. So the song just starts like that? It's wild. Oh, so good. No! Changmin, don't do this to me. Yeah. Me. Speechless, wordless. Oof.
Welcome to the StreakyKids Hot Megaverse.
Hot Megaverse. Ooh, that tempo switch up. I haven't even been able to focus on the choreography. Oh. I'm obsessed with Changbin's rapping, like, it's not even funny. Ooh, so smooth. Point the gun at the mouth talking nonsense. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it feels like they're just throwing so much at you. Of like shoving all of their talent in your face. Me though, mouth hung open. Our music echoes through the galaxy. Yes, it does. Oh. Oh my gosh, I need a moment. I feel like this is honestly Stray Kids in their prime, because we got Felix, Bangchan, Changbin, Han just spitting absolute bars. And then we have Seungmin, Hyunjin, IN, Minho all just killing it with the vocals and the choreography. Like, how dare they do this to us so early on in the album? Like, I am quaking like that camera at the start. And I feel like they are talking about reaction YouTubers in this moment. Jaws drop in disbelief, speechless, wordless. But really, ultimately, it feels like them not only talking the talk, but walking the walk in terms of showing the haters what's up. Like, you really cannot deny their talent. And like, maybe someone can explain this to me if you have any insight into this whatsoever, but I just found it so bizarre how much fans of other groups who aren't fans of Stray Kids, and this is just like, this goes for K-pop in general, of just why people care about groups that they're not fans of and why they invest so much time and energy into like hating on those groups. Like, I just don't get it at all. Can't you just like the group that you like and just, who cares about the other group? Can't we all just get along? Because like, honestly, you'd have to be blind or deaf to think that Stray Kids don't have talent. Like, you obviously have to recognize that. So is it just like a jealousy thing? Like, I really don't know. Like, please, somebody explain this to me. I think we should all just like the groups we like, and if we don't like another group, we just don't engage, we just don't listen, please. I would like for K-pop fans to just peacefully coexist regardless of the groups that they like. But yeah, I apologize. I literally have no idea where I paused because I was just so overwhelmed. So I'm kind of just like gonna start at this point and then we'll watch the rest. Don't know where to look. Like, seriously though, so relatable. I already know I'm gonna watch this a bajillion times. Ugh. Yes, that growl. Ooh. The hands on the screen. Ooh. Center Hyunjin. Ooh. Ooh, oh, the ripple with the backup dancers. That was fantastic. Like, I have no notes. And it could be like the performance mist that is just like wafting over me. But I can't remember the last time I enjoyed a Stray Kids B-side on first listen like this much. Maybe since like Charmer from Stray Kids. And again, this could be my memory just failing me miserably. But you know, I've always been a title track girly, and for that I do not apologize. Stray Kids obviously has great B-sides, but there's just something about Maniac, God's Menu, Backdoor, and I feel like in another life this could have been a title track. Like, it packs that same punch, and it's so cool to see all of the members just like absolutely slay their different parts. I feel like all of them had their moment to shine, you know? And this line from Felix, "My voice is so grand, deep, you better run." Like, what a flex. Because, you know, like, he's not wrong. So yeah, we have set the bar so high to start for this album. And this leads us now right into our title track, which is La 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 La. So again, this is a 3-racha song with some additional composers and Bang Chan arranging, where we've got an funk sound, Afrobeats based rhythm, and melody centered on a distortion bass that makes listeners excited. We wanted to create an upbeat song that can be enjoyed by everyone, and we sing about our determination that no matter what troubles or adversity we face, our rock continues. So by some divine miracle, I have managed to avoid not hearing any spoilers for La 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 La, because I cannot tell you how many reels and that sort of thing that I saw with the audio on it that I just so happened to have on mute. So I'm very excited to see what this title track will sound like. And it's very interesting too that there's like an Afrobeats base to this when, you know, the album is called Rockstar. And if we get like a cross genre song here. But yeah, this looks very ominous, almost like it picks up where we left off with the prologue, where they almost kind of look like Dementors if they were a bit more human. So yeah, I've zero idea of what to expect other than that little Afrobeats part. So let's watch the La 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 music video. I see now where the Afrobeats thing's coming in. Ooh. I like this Pirates theme, obviously, being an ATEEZ fan. Ooh. Ooh, I like that slow down. Oh. Oh my gosh, that's horrifying. Ooh. Got some smooth Felix vocals. I really like the beat on this. I'm kind of here for a center zoom in, not gonna lie. Ooh. They're just killing it with the raps on this album. I really like these energy and tempo shifts. Ooh. It feels like they kind of trick you. You think the energy is going to pick up and it doesn't. Bang Chan, that high note. Wow. Oh my gosh, so that's amazing. So is it like that's how they imagined they were performing in their heads because that's how they like believed in themselves? But I have to say, as a person with ADHD, I very much appreciate the level of stimulation that they have in all of their music videos. It is just stimulation to the max and just like so much going on, so much to unpack that it was just like over before I realized it. But you know, obviously it took some work for them to get there and get to that point, because it seems like throughout the video the different things and the different stages that they are in, kind of like from the prologue, we're representing these different emotions. Because, you know, at the beginning there's almost like these demons and they're facing their demons performing, but then the members, these emotions are saying, welcome to heaven, rock, thunderbolt, rock, no more worries, rock, trivial thoughts and worries, okie dokie, hanging in until it's over, after pain comes joy. So, you know, as much as these nerves and anxiety might be getting the best of them at the beginning, it's kind of like, it seems like these emotions take over throughout their performance, and Stray Kids is kind of representing that. No more stupid stuff, move. This is a beehive, bees everywhere. If you can't hide from it, put up with getting stung. In a way, this says, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. If I hadn't seen the prologue video, part of me would maybe challenge that a little bit in terms of, you know, like acknowledging the emotions rather than just outright dismissing them. Because, you know, I feel like it's almost like a grief cycle with your emotions, where a really important part of getting through them and overcoming them is accepting them and saying, you know, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to have anxiety, and take some time to live in those emotions a little bit. And then from there, kind of reframing things of, okay, if I'm experiencing this, how could I go forward? So, you know, I'm feeling anxious about this performance and it's fine, but what might I do to overcome this? How am I going to make sure that this anxiety doesn't get in my way? So, you know, instead of, I'm so nervous, I'm going to fail, this is going to go horribly, I'm just going to focus on having fun. Having fun is what matters. So how can I have fun? What does having fun look like? And getting very specific about that. So yeah, I went in kind of a rabbit hole here, but you know, because this topic is so relevant to my work, I feel the need to unpack it. But yeah, I'm kind of curious what all these different universes, this multiverse that they're in, how these different scenes that they're in represent a specific emotion. Because, you know, we have the Dark Knight bank robbery situation, and then the pirate ship, this like rock setting, and then this like white void. And, you know, I'm assuming that these Chinese characters mean something, so I kind of want to look it up and see if I can find anything about it.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so I have just watched a video from Bookish Theories about the story of this music video. So if you are not subscribed to Bookish Theories, you are seriously missing out because they do some fantastic analysis on different K-pop music videos. And it's mentioned that the different emotions here, these Chinese characters, are joy, anger, sorrow, and pleasure. And yeah, I'm not gonna summarize the rest of the video, but there's so much really interesting information, especially about the Easter egg. So I will make sure to link that in the description if you want to check it out. But I just like really appreciate this idea that went into it and the effort that goes into producing the stories behind these music videos and aligning it with the subject of the song so closely. And then also the song itself, like the instrumental and everything that goes into it in terms of it being a vehicle of joy for Stay, because based on the lyrics, it seems like that's really what they're trying to emphasize. Where, you know, I feel like so often their music can be such an escape and like a safe place, but this is almost like a different kind of safe place of like you could just let down your hair and just like rock out and just like feel joy for a moment and like disconnect from life and what's going on so that you can face all the noise of the world and be ready for anything. So with that said, we're gonna watch the dance practice, and you know what, I'm just gonna get right into it. Who needs a preamble? So let's watch. That move by Lino, though. I need to go back. Just like, it was like a serve, I have to say. I like that we have the backup dancers here. It feels so grand to have them all there. I love how sassy the choreography is. They really just like went all out with this comeback, didn't they? Ooh. Their presence is just so commanding in this. And I feel like my eyes keep getting drawn to Lino. Like, he just has such a presence when he dances. It's wild. Ooh. And like Hyunjin too. I mean, realistically, they all do. Like, let's be real. Yeah, strike man. Unrelated, but I like that cardigan that he's wearing. Oh, that like hand thing he did. This choreography must be exhausting. Like with such a high energy song, you have to bring the energy every time, the whole time. Ooh. And I really like the inclusion of the backup dancers here. Like, it feels like they're as much a part of it as Stray Kids are. And I really like that when choreography makes it feel like the backup dancers aren't just there. Ooh. That was so good. I feel like out of breath just watching that, and not just because I have COVID. But yeah, I really think that I shared my thoughts during the reaction there of just like how much power they deliver through their choreography. And I love a good, you know, center moment and a Hyunjin center moment too. I love all members center moment, and I really appreciate it when they all get their moment in the spotlight and their time to shine, because they all just bring something different and unique to the group. So friends, that is it for part 1. If you would like to check out the remainder of my reaction to Rockstar, you can click on part 2, which is right here. And as always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I would love to chat and engage with you. So see you shortly for part 2, right?